Hey learner, this is Nilesh Borate. In previous video, we saw that how to connect a database to MySQL by using this connection code. Okay, so here we use this host name, username, password, and this is your the database name. So these two are the variables where we give the values of this text field and assign to this variable. Okay, and here if this variable is not empty, then here we connect your the database. Now in this video we will see that the CRUD operation in a PHP. So CRUD, CRUD is that create, read, update, delete. So in this video we cover the create operation. Create means that we insert a new record into this table. So first we save as this file, save as into new file. So my new file is that login underscore create.php. So save this folder MySQLDB. So this is your the login create.php file. Okay. Now we shift this MySQL connection code to new file, that is the db.php file, and include this file into where they require the MySQL connection. So again here we create a new file. So right button this folder, create a new file. So your file name is that db.php. Okay, so this is a login create code. So we shift this code Control X into this db.php file. Okay, add here the one PHP script. If your connection is success, then here we remove this message, because this message is shown on every time where they make a connection. Okay, so this is not required. If there is a connection fail, then this message is very important. So they highlight the users there is a problem of a connection. So here we keep this error message and remove the success message here. Okay, and save here. So here we adjust these spaces. This is your the die message. Okay, so save here, save this file. So going to this login create file, and here we include this file here, include db.php. Now here we add the some extra code, like when we enter this username and password, and so this information is going to this MySQL table. So this is your the PHP myadmin. So open here PHP myadmin. So this is your the database demo app, and this is your the table users. Okay, in this table there is a one entry admin and the 123. Now we insert a new record by using this PHP program. So here this is your the form design. So here we accept the username, accept the password. Okay, so here we change the action name. So my new program name is that the login underscore create.php. Save here, and this is your the submit button. So here we change the value is that create. Save here. Okay, so this is your the form. Then so you see here simultaneously this is your the form. Add here the one title. So here after this form, here we add the one header tag and give the one class name which are in a bootstrap CS file. So class equal to text center, and your message is that this is a create. Save here. So see here center, save. Okay, so this is your the highlighting. see here, this total page is a responsive page because we add the one bootstrap file here. This is a CSS file and this is your the JavaScript file. Okay, then so this textbox username value is stored this $username variable, and the textbox password value is stored in this $password variable. Now here we use this variable by perform the insert query and insert record into the table. So here we use the one variable query, and this is your the insert query, insert into, pass here the table name users. So there are the total 2 parameters because there are the 2 column names, username and password. Okay, so see here again, there are total 3 columns, ID, username and password. So there is no need to pass the ID because ID is the auto incremented. They automatically increment this number and store the new value into that table. So insert into users, so this is username and password, then values. So pass here the 2 values, username and password. See these 2 variables. Okay, so these 2 values are in a text box values, and this username and password is in a single quote because the type of that username and password is that the varchar, that is the string. So here we close this insert bracket. Okay, so this query is execute. There is a one more function in a PHP, that is the MySQLi underscore query. Okay, so see here what is the use of this function. So this function is used to execute the SQL queries. The function can be used to execute the insert, select, update, delete like queries. So this is the MySQLi query. So syntax here, there are total 3 parameters: connection, query and the result mode. So third parameter is the optional. So first one is that your database connection, second one is that the query. So they specified the SQL query like the insert, update, delete or the select query. Then the result mode, which is the optional. So there are the 2 mode, MySQLi underscore use underscore result. So this is used to retrieve the large amount of data, and MySQLi underscore store underscore result. So this is the by default. Okay, so here we pass the 2 parameters. First one is your the connection and the second one is your the query. Okay, so after executing this query, the return type or the result is stored in this result variable. If this query is executed successfully, then they return the true. So it is going to this if, and there is one message record inserted. Okay, otherwise they give a one error by using this die function, print here error, record not inserted, and here we print this error by using the MySQLi underscore error function if there is an error. So save here these changes. So we test this function here. So here we pass with the one username and password. So for example, your username is that the Nilesh and the password is that the ABCD. So here press this create button. See here record inserted. So here we refresh this database. So see here, this is the ID 3 because I can insert a one record for the testing purpose and delete this row. So that's why my next number is that the 3. Okay. So students, your number is that here the 2. So don't worry about that. So our focus is that record is inserted. See, this is your the username, this is your the password. So see here again, here we include the db.php file. So I shift this database connectivity code into different files. So this is your db.php file. Here we make a connection, and if there is an connection error, then here by using die message they print here the connection error string. Then After submitting the form, the cursor is going to this if statement. The username and password, both text box values are stored in this variable. Okay, if these two text boxes or these two variables is not an empty, then it is going to this if. So here we use the insert SQL query, insert into user. So pass here these two column name, username and password. There is no need to pass here the ID because ID is auto incremented, and this username and password here, these two variables are here is in a single quote. Okay, and this query is executed by using this MySQLi query function. Pass here the two parameter connection and the query, and if query is executed successfully, then the result is stored in this result variable. Okay, and if result is true, then this message is printed, record inserted. Okay, so we shift this code again the one more file. So here we create a one file, that is the db function .php, and we shift all these functions into this file. So here we move this if code, Control X, to this db function file, and we add this code into one function. This is the function. So my function name is that record inserted, and this code is add into this PHP script. Okay, so here we use this dollar connection variable. So in this file we also include the one db.php file, because in this function we use this dollar connection variable. Okay, so this dollar connection variable is used by using this db.php file, and this function is used to execute the insert query. Okay, and this function name here, I can copy this function name to call in this login create.php file. So here we call this function. Okay, and include this file here, db function.php. So save here. So there is one error, line number 4, record inserted. So here there is a semicolon. Okay, so fatal error, uncaught error, call to undefined function, record inserted. So here we save these changes. So here error is gone. So see here again, this is the db.php file. Here we make a database connection. So this is the db function file. So here we shift the database insertion code in this file and convert this code into one function. So my function name is that the record inserted, and this function is called in this login create program. Okay, so see here, this is the username, password, this is the submit button. Okay, so save here. Again we test this code. My next username is that, for example, Scott, and my password is that for example QWER create. So see there is a one error, MySQLi query expect parameter 1 null. Okay, record not inserted. So going to this db function. Okay, so here this connection is a null. So here we make a global this variable. Okay, connection, save here. Again going to this login create file, save here. Okay, so pass here the Scott QWER create. Okay, record inserted. So see here again, refresh this window. See here on next ID 4 Scott QWER. Again we convert this code into again modules, header and the footer. So again here we create the two more files. For example header.php and one more file footer.php. Okay, on every web application or website there is a header and the footer file. So in this login create program we shift some code to this header file. So here we cut this code because here we add the some bootstrap code here. So till body, cut this code, Control X, and move into this header file, save here, Control S, and going to this login create program. Here we include this file header.php. Okay, here we include this file. Again we convert this code here, body and the HTML, just only 2 lines, Control X into this footer.php. So this is a basic program, so there is no footer section here, so just move this 2 line here, save here. Okay, and in this login create section, here we include footer.php file, save. Okay, now this code is a more advanced. Okay, we convert all these code into different files, so this is a module based code. Okay, again we test the one more record here, save here. So my next username is that, for example, John, and your password is that 123456, create. See here, record inserted. So refresh this database, see here, John 123456. Okay, so students, test this code on your machine. On next video we will see that the next CRUD operation, that is the read. Okay, so till if you have any queries, then comment on the query in comment box. Like and subscribe the channel. See you on next video. Thank you.